Hello students, myself Vijay Lakda, Assistant Professor, Management Department, Sant Haridas College of Higher Education. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on the topic channels of distribution. In the last class we will discuss about distribution management, introduction of distribution and management. In this class we will discuss about channels of distribution, meaning its objective, advantages, disadvantages, and the last one is factor affecting while choosing the proper channel of distribution. Now start with the meaning. In the field of marketing, channels of distribution indicates the route or the pathway through which goods and services flow or move from producer to consumer. A distribution channel is a chain of business or intermediaries through which a goods or services passes until it reaches the final buyer or the end customer. Distribution channel can include wholesaler, retailer, distributor, and even the internet. Now, what are the objectives of channel of distribution? First one is receiving fast and accurate feedback of information. In order to maintain and provide an efficient distribution system and services, a good and regular how of relevant information is necessary, which includes inventory levels, sale trends, damage reports, service levels, cost monitoring, etc. Next is making the product readily available to the market consumers. To ensure the product is represented in the right type of outlet or retail store is an important objective of channel of distribution. Having identified the correct marketplace for the goods, the company must make certain that the appropriate physical distribution channel is selected to achieve the objective. Now next is achieving a given level of service. Once again, from both the suppliers and the customer viewpoint, a specific level of service should be established, measured, and maintained. The customer normally sees this as crucial and relative performance in achieving services level requirements is often used to compare suppliers and may be the basis for subsequent buying decision. Now next is enhancing the prospect of sales being made. The most appropriate factor for each product or type of retail store will be reflected in the choice of channel. The general aim are to get good position and displays in the stores and to gain the active support of the retail salesperson. If required, the product should be visible, accessible, and attractively displayed. Next is minimizing logistic and total cost. Costs are very crucial significant as they are reflecting in the final price of the product. The selected channel will reflect a certain cost and this cost must be assessed in relation to the type of product offered and the level of service required. Now the next is achieving cooperation with regard to any relevant distribution factor. These factors can either be from the suppliers or the receiver's point of view and include minimum order size, unit load type, product handling characteristics, material handling aids, delivery access, and delivery time constant, etc. Now, what are the advantages of distribution of channel? Distribution channel result in customer convenience. It helps the customer to buy the product in small quantities. Customer receive financial support. It is a cost and time saving. Channel members also help in boosting sales. Channel members also provide valuable information. Channel of distribution increase market knowledge. It helps to increase core competency among the competitors, result in increased efficiency, and the last one result in growth. Now, what are the disadvantages of distribution of channel? Advantages are more and disadvantages are few. These disadvantages are loss of product importance due to delay. Second one is lack of communication control. And third one is loss of revenue. And the last one is more important to competitors product, more importance to the competitors product. Now, what are the factors that affect the channel of distribution? Marketing channel decisions considerably influence all other marketing decisions such as pricing and promotion. Channel decisions also required special attention as they involve long-term commitment to other firms and who marketers enter into a contract. Chosen channel cannot be terminated overnight. A distribution system is the key external resource equally important with the key internal resources. The problem of selecting the most suitable channel of distribution for a product is complex. The most fundamental factors for channel choice and channel management is economic criteria such as cost and profit criteria. Profit organizations are primarily interested in the cost minimization in distribution and assurance of reasonable profit margin. Now, first factor is product. If a commodity is perishable or fragile, a producer prefers few and controlled level of distribution. For perishable goods, speedy movement needs shorter channel and route of distribution. For durable and standardized goods, long and diversified channel may be necessary. For custom made products, direct distribution to consumer or industrial use may be desirable. For technical products requiring specialized selling and service talent, we have the shortest channel. Products of high unit value are sold directly by traveling sales force and not through middlemen. Next factor is market. For consumer market, retail is essentially, whereas in business market we can eliminate retailer. If the market size is large, we have many channels, whereas in small market direct selling may be profitable. For high concentrated market, direct selling is enough, but for wide scattered and diffused market, we must have many channels. Size and average frequency of customers' order also influence the channel decision. In the sale of food product, we need both wholesaler and retailer. Now next is middlemans. Middlemen who can provide wanted marketing services will be given first preference. Of course, they must be available. The selected middleman must offer maximum cooperation, particularly in promotional services. They must accept marketing policies and programs of the manufacturer and actively help them in their implementation. And the last one is the channel generating the largest sales volume at lower unit cost will give top priority. This will minimize distribution cost. Next factor is company. The company's size determines the size of the market, the size of its larger accounts, and its ability to get middlemen's cooperations. A big firm may have shorter channel. The company with sustainable financial resources need not rely too much on middlemen and can afford to reduce the level of distribution. A weaker company has to depend on middlemen for secure financial and warehousing reliefs. New companies rely heavily on middlemen due to lack of experience and ability of management. A company desiring to exercise great control over channels will prefer a shorter channel as it will facilitate better coordination, communication, and control. Next is marketing environment. Marketing environment can also influence the channel decision during recession and depression. Shorter and cheaper channels is always preferable. In the time of prosperity, we have a wider choice of channel alternatives. Technology invention also have impact on distribution. The distribution of perishable goods even in distanced market becomes a reality due to cold storage facilities in transport and warehousing. Hence, this led to expanded role of intermediaries in the distribution of perishable goods. Next is competitors. Marketers closely watch the channel used by the rivals. Many a time, similar channels may be desirable to the bring out distribution of your products also. However, sometimes marketers deliberately avoid customary channels and adopt the different channel strategies. For instance, you may bypass retail store channel and adopt door to door sales. This is all about channels of distribution. Thank you.